Hello and welcome back to my channel, The Liverpool FC TV. In this video I'm going to do a match review of the Newcastle United vs Liverpool game that took place on Monday night. And my thoughts, analysis and stats. But first, I'd just like to say thank you from all my new subscribers. It's good to see that you are adding to the list and the numbers are going up. And also, please hit that like button. And please post a comment. So let's get into it. Let's break it all down. Well, Liverpool, that was atrocious. That's one of the worst displays I've seen for a very long time. You didn't look like Premier League champions. You looked like a team that's just come up from the Championship and was trying to find their feet in the Premier League. The first 30 minutes, you weren't even there on the pitch. You seemed as though you still got off the bus. Your passing was woeful. Your defending, very, very weak. Luckily, Alexander Isak wasn't playing for Newcastle. They could have been 3 or 4-0 up, and the game would have been sewn up, out of sight. It was dreadful. It was pitiful. I've never seen a side like it. Yes, okay, Szoboszlai did start at full-back, and Kirkus was on the left-hand side at full-back. But there's no excuses. Ryan Gravenberch was back, but we just lacked it. Nobody was involved. Mo Salah, you're part of a team. You've got to play the full 90 plus whatever minutes they are. You weren't involved in the game very much. It was dreadful. And I sat there with the group of official Liverpool supporters club of New Zealand up here in Auckland, and they were moaning and groaning all the time for the first 30 minutes. And I said to them, we'll do a sucker punch in the middle. And we did. 35 minutes. Ryan Gravenberch had plenty of time just outside the box and drilled in a shot that went in off the right hand upright. Give Newcastle goalkeeper Nick Pope no chance. Against the run of play. I agree, that took the wind out of Newcastle's sails up until half time. And then, lo and behold, just before the final whistle, I think it was 45 plus 3 minutes, look what goes and happens. Anthony Gordon, who had been beavering away in the number 9 position, clattered into Virgil van Dijk, and there was a lot of pushing and shoving going on. Liverpool players weren't happy with the challenge. The referee issued him with a yellow card straight away to try and calm the situation down. And then VAR got involved and asked the referee to go to the monitor. And we always know what happens when that goes about. The referee goes, he'll change his mind. And you could see it. I mean, it was pretty bad full speed, because he did put his foot down, luckily. If Gordon had connected with Van Dijk's leg, he would have been out for a considerable amount of time. But anyway, the referee came back and said it was serious foul play, which it was, and he got a red card. So here, Newcastle had been the better team, and at half-time, they were 1-0 down and a man down. Now, usually teams can fold or not struggle with only 10 men, but Newcastle didn't. And I didn't expect them to. I expected them to raise their game. But lo and behold, Hugo Ekitike, 30 seconds into the second half, he scored. And so I thought, yeah, we've got a bit of a cushion. We've got some breathing space. But I never felt comfortable throughout the whole match. It was 114 minutes of excruciating pain, Liverpool. And there we go. As soon as Bruno Guimarães out-jumped Miller Kirkus, I don't know what he was doing. He didn't even challenge in the air. He more or less tried to brace himself. Once Newcastle got a goal back, you could see they were going to get a second wind, and so they did. And then they pegged us back to 2-2 on the 88th minute. So the last 12 minutes of normal time, we were hanging on desperately. It was dreadful, absolutely dreadful to watch. And lo and behold, 11 minutes were added on because there had been a few injuries and what have you, with Newcastle players going off. But lo and behold, it was very hard to watch, because you always were on the edge of your seat, knowing that Liverpool could concede and lose this game. But the only decent attack that Liverpool had, against Liverpool in the second half, 90 plus 10 minutes, and Mo Salah finally got a ball across the box. Szoboszlai stepped over it, and there was 16-year-old Rio Ngumoha to slam home the third goal and the winner. He's only 16, he's very young, he's very promising, he was good in the pre-season, and lo and behold he came on as a sub, so now we call him a super sub. So we got 3 points. Did we deserve it? No. I did do a score prediction in my last video of 2-2, because I believed I couldn't split them. And if we had finished 2-2, I think that would have been a fair result. But Newcastle, they must be kicking themselves to lose a game like that when really they were in the ascendancy. They were the far, far better team over the full 114 minutes. I don't care what you say. So Liverpool, you've got to do better. If you play like that against teams like Chelsea and Arsenal, you'll get ripped to bits. They'll be out of sight before half time. And in our next match, we're home to Arsenal. Deary me, I don't know what we're going to do. If we don't sign any new players, come on, Arne Slot, get talking to Crystal Palace. Up the valuation for Mark Gahey. We need him desperately. Konate wasn't there tonight. He was asleep half the time in the first half. That was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. But we were winning ugly last season, but we can't do it this season. We won't win anything playing like that. It was utter, terrible, atrocious, absolutely atrocious. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to pull any punches. If I was Arne Slot, I'd really put my thinking cap on the next couple of days. They've got to do something. They've got to, because we look leg weary. We in midfield we seem to struggle. Up front, but our passing, I couldn't believe it. The number of times that we passed the ball to Newcastle players, it was like schoolboy stuff. As though they hadn't played too much football together. But all in all, we got 3 points. We'll take that back to Merseyside. But come this weekend at Anfield, we've got to pull our finger out. This is not good enough, Liverpool. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pull any punches, as I said already. I'll keep banging away and keep saying how it is, how you produce football like that. That's not good. Anyway, in my next video, I'll be announcing some interesting news, as well as doing a match preview of the Liverpool-Arsenal game. So, for now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and please hit that like button, and please post a comment. I will say this, that my team selection only got one wrong. I said it was going to be a 2-2 draw. I was nearly right. So I think I'm on the right track with trying to predict things. But what I'm predicting at the moment is we're going to struggle. Struggle. We're not going to be in the top 5 if we play like that. Sorry, Liverpool. I'm just so disappointed. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the week. Take care and goodbye for now.